Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is not a single egg in my grocery store, so I'm going to talk about it. Going to have myself a drink. This is gin and a cherry lime ribbit. For those of you uninitiated, my name is Richard. This is obviously my channel, and I am a food blogger, so I have things, and in order to use those things in a timely manner, I consume them in these videos. In addition, if my cat would get its butt off of it, for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you'd be so kind as comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, apparently, this is the second time in, I think, a year, maybe 2 years, we've had an egg shortage. It has something to do with the disease. This is a miserable, well, it's an okay combination, I guess. Wouldn't call it great, wouldn't call it terrible. But, yeah, you know. I went to the store the other day. I was like, I'm out of eggs. Store was almost out of eggs. And the only eggs were about $10 a dozen. So I didn't buy any. Came back a couple days later. Not a single egg in the store. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I don't really need eggs, do I? I've got food. I'll survive. I could probably go an entire month without eating and not die. It's the drinking part, not alcoholic drinking, that would be difficult for me. So if I'm storing anything, it should be water. But I sat there watching the news all day that day, and not once did anyone mention eggs. Further to that point, people talked about the fact that Donald Trump wasn't going to bring the price of eggs down, which, they are going to go down now. There's an egg shortage, so eggs are very expensive. Sometime during the Trump presidency, the cost of eggs will go down. It's inevitable at this point. My cat is pooping. What does that mean? It means that Trump will take credit for it. Most people will believe him, and, the world will keep going. What do you do? At least I don't run a restaurant, so I don't really need eggs, although in the future I may be more inclined to keep a larger storage of eggs because, well, either I eat a lot of eggs or I don't eat eggs at all, pretty much. I can't make meatloaf without eggs. I guess I could, if push came to shove, but I use eggs when I make my ramen noodles. So yeah, this is annoying. Let's understand, of course, that this may be annoying, but there are other people going through a lot worse in this world. And, so I don't have eggs. If I were a restaurant owner, this would mean a pretty big problem. If, I didn't have food in general, this would be a pretty big problem. But I mean, let's also accept the fact that this happened after the holidays, and grocery people will refer to Thanksgiving and Christmas as the baking holidays. They're the holidays where people buy a lot of things to bake with. There are a lot of sales, so being in all reality, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I'll live. I'll be annoyed, but I'll live. So what can we take away from this? Well, for one thing, just because you watch the news does not mean you know a lot about what's going on. I didn't know anything about this till it hit me in the face. And I can tell you, I've been watching almost nothing but news because as I film this, possibly even as I post this, the fires are still raging in Los Angeles. And I mean, I was on a job interview and my route home had to be changed because of the fire. So it's not like it's not a thing. It's definitely a thing. And, the other thing to take away from this is the very simple fact that the world ain't fair, and we should focus on the things we can change. This is one of those things I can't. Anyway, thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Oogog, Ergonog. Daniel Ducky say YouTube gods need long outro so I can tell you comment, like, and subscribe so that this channel can pull trash out of ocean by buying matrices from For Ocean. Also, links to new video now appear. Comment, like, and subscribe or be cursed by Ugatha. Danger Ducky approves.